Welcome back, Heavenlies! This is Heaven's Army doing Tekken 8, my second reaction video. That's right, we've done one before, where we've seen all of these characters, from down below, from Nina up, and I'm following the, this is Bandai Namco Entertainment America. Yeah, so I'm following their order. And we watched that video and we watched Leroy, which was a shock, and then we got my Asuka and I'm like, good. You know what I mean? And the biggest shock being her. Like, Jun Kazama still alive, like, shock, so at least we had something to react to. There's now like I say a few more. I didn't really count. When I scroll down I've seen quite a few. Plus I keep getting the pop-ups now. Now that I'm following them, and the pop-ups are actually starting to work. So when they showed Fang and them, I'm like, oh cool, and then there's like another one and another one. I'm like, oh okay, cool. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to do another one, but lo and behold, Disgaea 2 is already done, and here we are. Just yeah, it's basically like, here we are. I want to fill in some time. I would rather be playing Tekken 7, but I'm like, I'm done that, right? Like, I really shouldn't be playing Tekken 7, so let's do Tekken 8. And maybe this will be the is Tekken gonna get me with this every time? But this should be the final reaction, unless another character shows up that I'm waiting for, and she hasn't shown up yet. But yeah, how about we just move on to the next video, since as a big enough introduction. I clearly Heaven's Army does big intros here. So yeah, I got my mouse so you can kind of see where I'm going, and I removed the sidebar. But the next character, sadly, when I scroll down, I already saw it. So I don't think any of the characters is going to be something for me to react to. Again, I almost like to say my main is actually not quite Asuka anymore. If I want to fight a beginner, I can choose Asuka and I will do just fine. But if I fight somebody who's not a beginner and I want to win, I may not be able to pull that off with Asuka anymore, even though I still know Asuka through and through. I feel stronger with my Elisa, so I feel like I'm more of an Elisa player now than Asuka. Yeah, so there's for many reasons now. But we see Lily up here. Clearly these two have been in a rival for a while. Yeah. I mean, Lars is here, and Elisa came with Lars for a story. And these two show up. Did they show up in Tekken 6 as well, or was it 5 when she showed up on her bike? And again, these two were just a rival again. So if they wouldn't have appeared, I don't know how many people would have reacted. But I'm glad Lily's here, because Lily handles like Asuka somewhat, but then she branches out with the feisty rabbit and stuff, and it was kind of fun playing as Lily. And I really like her backflip stuff, and her front flip land on your head and kick you in the face a couple times. I kind of like how Lily handled it. She has a cool at the wall special grab, and I thought that was really cool too. So again, Lily still has a few moves that when I try to do something, the feisty rabbit kicks in by accident. I'm like, no, I don't want to do a feisty rabbit. But yeah, again, I would still call myself a beginner. Some people would think I'm a little bit better because of how good I can handle Asuka and now Elisa. But clearly I have no idea what Lily can do. I have no idea what Xiao can do. If I fought somebody good, I would be surprised by everything that I'm gonna get hit with. So yeah, I got a lot to learn about all the other characters, and that takes time and dedication, and I don't have time to add dedication into it. So yeah, it's rough. But okay, my bad. Let's just do this. My bad. I clicked on Asuka to see where all the stuff can go, and I put my logo to the left this time around. Get ready! Okay. I know it's gonna happen, so... Oh, is Lily chasing... Salt? Okay, she was a little bit of an embarrassed cough, is it?
Get ready for the next battle.
So what is she considered? The fighting Eris? Okay. Oh. He spins in. Oh, you're fighting Leroy. Ooh, the kick. Ooh, okay, the stomp. Okay, so some of these look familiar. Feisty Rabbit while rising. Oh, okay. Oh, that's her launch from Tekken 7 that I seen. Okay, so can she do her? These two always bickering. Okay, and that's just like Tekken Tag Tournament. Oh, she did a big punch and missed. Okay, so we're starting to see some of the heat stuff in this game too. Oh, why never do that as Asuka? Wow, like a big whiff. That's also a big punish. What are you doing with that move again? me who plays as Asuka, be like, what are you doing? Ooh, look at this wall carry. Didn't make it to the wall though, but that was going for quite a ways. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, the soul came back. The cat is like, no. The way the cat looked away is like, no. I ran away from somebody else and apparently you caught me again. Oh, that was good. The cat was great. So yeah, I like Lily. Like Lily's, I like how she looks like, again, because I don't know everything about Lily, she looks like she handles very well in Tekken 8. And oh, wait. Pause. I just realized that this is going to kick in like that. My bad. I also realized I'm supposed to do something else because I'm smart, and I didn't do it this time. I was so excited, as you can see. Where's my X? Hello? There you are. My bad. I was supposed to right-click into a new tab, and then I don't have to backtrack and have the little mini player pop up down here, so I was just so excited to watch Lily that I did it wrong. So yeah, again, I don't know all of Lily's moves. I've seen some of the while standing, I've seen some similar stuff because I played as Lily for less than a couple minutes. For an hour. I could pretend that I could play as Lily for an hour. And again, my memory for things seems to be okay. But yeah, do I know Lily through and through? No, but I really had a lot of fun doing the Feisty Rabbit and then swapping between the kick or something else or the low. Yeah, so it's good to see some of the stuff. Again, I kind of just like flipping around with Lily. Again, dangerous. I was doing unsafe things with Lily, but it looked fun and looked cool. So that's why I kind of like Lily. And again, she kind of handled like Asuka with the 1-2, 1-2-3, 1-2-4s. And then she has like, yeah, I just feel like some of her moves handled very well, and she would be, I don't know, again, a rival for Asuka, which was nice, considering Asuka was my main before. But I really believe I swapped it of Asuka. And even now with Asuka, even if I know every single thing, when I have a matchup with Asuka, especially with the bears, with Asuka, I can still lose against the hardest difficulty bear in the treasure mode when it's like a hard battle. And with Elisa, just like, I'll just destroy this bear. So yeah, it's crazy that Elisa, I seem to have... I'm nowhere near as proficient as Elisa as I am with Asuka, but I can just win with Elisa. Based upon just a few moves that I do have. Anyway, I'm happy to see Harang back. Again, Harang is like Jin Kazama's rival, and he's always there fighting Jin, and sometimes in some cutscenes he beats him up, so it makes sense to have Harang there as well. Again, I am not part of the big tournament league stuff. I don't think I ever want to be a part of that crowd. It's amazing to watch them, but I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to play Tekken and enjoy it. And if people joined in, I don't want them to be masters of their craft, and I also gotta fight that way. I don't want to fight like the way they fight in tournaments. I'd rather do some risky moves a lot and then not eat a 90 damage punishment. Okay, like I don't want to live that life. But yeah, so I played, this is one of the people that I picked when I didn't know anything about Tekken, because he looked cool. And then I was button mashing some buttons, and then eventually the X's and circles started doing stuff. The 3s and the 4s were just chaining together in some cool looking stuff. And I'm just like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. Like I could go on a blitzing rush and destroy things. But as you start learning a little bit more about Tekken, again with a master, you do blitz with this character, but an amateur blitzer is just gonna run in and do some crazy kicks and then eat something like I would do. So I like this character. I really like when you could do like a 6-hit kick and all you're doing is pushing forwards and backs and threes and fours and things happen. And I like the character because of that. Not a button masher. I wouldn't call him a button masher, but when I didn't know anything, I had a lot of fun with this character. And then I switched around to a few people and then I found Asuka. Right, so I'm fortunate that I went through a few characters. I didn't have to go through every single character, and then finally found my character. Or I didn't like anybody, but had to pick somebody. I found Asuka early, and then went, oh well, then this is my character. Literally, back three is what I want to do. Forward two, I just want to uppercut somebody. Everything just worked. So yeah, again, my bad for talking about Asuka and possibly Elisa a bunch, but those are the two characters that I thoroughly know. And then the little bit of experience I had with, I never even had a chance to play as this guy. This guy was DLC and I never had it. So like, sadly, I can't, I know he looks cool. I remember him being strong in other settings. So like, yeah, but like, that's all I know is just people telling me, yeah, this is very strong. And I was like, cool, I wish I could play as them, but they keep throwing them in DLCs and locking them out of the game. Unless I pay more money. So yeah, anyway, let's go on to Harangue. I'm going to go new tab and it should pop up for you when I click this button. And yes, okay, so everything's working just fine. And I just need to close out of this tab and everything works as well. So Harangue, on the bike, Jin rival, there's the bike. He's got his hair back. He's got his eye back! He didn't lose it! He was just injured for a while. What kind of name? Blood Talon. Interesting. Blood Talon. Oh, he... That was incredible! Ooh, that low! Oh. Ooh, that looked new, that kick. Did a parry? He picked up from that. Oh, and he's still... Oh, that triple kick! I love that triple kick! He went into Flamengo. Oh. See, that looks good, right? Ooh, what a counter. So there's the rush, the heat thing. Oh, how'd you lift the... Oh, that must be an interesting little grab there. I like that one. Ooh, a wall break. So they're starting to show some wall break stuff now? You know what? I think that was in Tekken 7. Oh, he's in the... Oh, that low was fast! Oh, it so looks fast to me, but wow, that would look pretty neat. 1-2 stopped in the Flamingo. So that was a back 3 or back 4, wasn't it? And that was his... That's how he enters into his... Oh, swearing on my channel, Harangue? You're not going to be played as you. I think Jin would give you... I think Jin would be quite the fight. Hardly a scrap. Well, cool. So yeah, again, I like how the characters look in this game. They're all handling very well. Everyone seems incredibly fast. This meets fate. Now I could just close out of this, boop, and then everything should be back on screen. So that's perfect. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Everything works perfectly now. That's what I want, to have one window running it all. Chat's moved out of the way. Sadly, if I had to go back to Twitch, you'd see me looking at Twitch, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, again, I don't know these characters, but even everybody in Tekken 8 seems incredibly strong. Nobody seems like, you know, the bears were something. Again, how many times have I lost to the bears? But like, I know they have the long reach with their arms and no reach with their legs, and they go into that hunt mode thingy, and I don't know what to do with it, but other people just go raw, and then they're dealt with. Again, I don't think in my world there's not really any weak characters I could play as the bear and beat. Mal. Right? I know I can. So like all characters can be played as and will do well. It's just in further things that I listen to people, they're like, yeah, the bear. You're not gonna bring the bear to a Tekken tournament and probably win. Maybe, but then again, there are people out there who play again as a character not by my rating, but by other people's ratings. Jack 7 was not a high rated character, but yet there's someone who could take Jack to a tournament and win. Like, so leave it up to you to what you think. I like playing as the characters that handle well, and what I see, and I don't know. Every character looks like they handle well. Even Jack looks very strong in this game. Very, very strong in my eyes. Am I correct? Is it true? I don't know. But yeah. They all look good, including Jack. So, and Jack felt slow to me, and same thing with Heihachi. When I first played Tekken 7, right? They felt slow. They were powerful, but they were slow to me. And playing as like Shower somebody really quick, I felt like I could punch faster. Untrue, of course, right? If you did a 10-frame punch and I did one at the same time, we're just gonna both hit each other. And if I hit you and I have a +1 and then we both do another 10-frame, I'm gonna hit you no matter what. And if I was Jack, who I would thought was a slow character, and I hit you with a 1 and I go into plus frame and we both hit a 1 each, I'm gonna hit you first, because that's how it works in Tekken. So yeah, there's a lot to learn, and so yeah, again, those at first they felt slow, but now we know about frames, and they're moving the same. The punch is still a 10-frame punch no matter what. So food for fact, or whatever they say, food for thought. Listen, there's so many sayings. Moving on. Ooh, so this one here, this was so again, I this was one of the characters was one of my candidates when I was an Asuka main, and I was trying to find a strong character based upon other people's ratings, but you know, a strong character, and Brian was one of them. Also, I wanted to learn this character because this character is like my anti-Asuka. This character has advantages over my Asuka. Okay, so this character is a very strong matchup against my Asuka, and I was like, if I could learn this character, I could have a very strong Brian, and I'll be able to start figuring out moves with my Asuka and still have my Asuka main. Glad that route didn't. Things worked out very well for me in Tekken 7. I didn't go down that route, but he was a candidate, and I remember him having that crazy taunt at the wall and the jet upper, and there was a few other moves I kept hearing them people play, and I don't know if I watched any of the tournament people play as Brian, but I watched somebody play as Brian, and I'm like, that's what he can do. Wow, with the counters, the pickups, incredible. A counter hitter again. My Asuka is kind of a little bit of a counter hitter too, but Brian even more so. And a lot of things to counter hit and even launch at something. So Brian looked really good from what I've seen. Again, can I handle Brian as the person who I watch? No, but I could have picked up and then worked my way up to that point. Yeah, so interesting. Again, do I know all of Brian's stuff? I just remember a couple knees and stuff. And but when they do these moves in this mode, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, that's a forward. Forward hold, forward 2. Like I did with Asuka. Asuka I knew through, but sadly I don't know anybody else other than Asuka on this entire list. Only the very little bit I played or watched other people play as them and go, cool, very strong. Maybe I'll give him a test run. No. So yeah. Anyway, let's do this. I hope you're enjoying. Again, I like doing these I would call it reaction videos. I enjoy doing them. It's a whole different genre than me doing Let's Plays. And I hope you enjoy them too. And get you hyped for Tekken 8. Because yeah, I want people to get hyped for Tekken 8 so I don't get it like 10 years later. Thanks, skin, scars, grenades. That's a bad idea. Oh, crazy, and his tongue's hanging out. Is he got even more crazier? Harbinger of Chaos? That makes sense. Oh my goodness, why are you adding that on for? Oh, you're going against Jack. Cyborg versus robot. Ooh, nice sidestep. Wow, nicely done. There you go. That's an uppercut. Still in Tekken 8, everybody. Ooh, you kind of slid under there and launched again. Did you counter that? Or eat an armor? I didn't see that was too quick.
I'll let you taste the power of my fists.
Oh, strongest in the universe versus Brian. Ooh. Ooh, that was quick, wasn't it? You're going straight forward already? Didn't see at the wall. That sidestep seems pretty good as well. That was that knee. There was a knee at the wall. It's still there, everybody. That knee at the wall. I'm so glad I learned about it. Just a little bit, and there it was. Ooh, the double knees into the air. Okay, here's his move. What are you gonna do? Ooh, that's like, Steve. Oh, and you're still going? Oh, I thought it was still going. You threw. I've never seen anyone throw a Gatling gun before. I thought he was still going. I was like, man, that's enough. You've already won. And he was gonna bring out the Gatling gun and shoot you as more. I was gonna be like, oh, incredible. Anyway, I cleared up all my notifications and I got another one. Well, good on me. Look at me, all popular with one notification up there. Oh, that was interesting. So that one was good. Ending with a Gatling gun that he throws at you. At least I got a chuckle out of that one. I wasn't expecting him to throw it. Most people don't throw those guns. There was plenty of bullets still left into it, right? But not Brian. No, he threw it. His more heavier with the bullets into it still. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Again, I'm glad I saw that taunt at the wall with the knee up. Something to fear. For those who knows what to do with Brian, if you're playing against a strong Brian, fear that move. And it's good to see it in Tekken 8. It's good. It's good for those who are Brian people. Moving on. So that's a Tekken 8 closed network test announcement thing. This one was from 3 months ago. I think there's another one going on. I believe I signed up for it again, or did I not and skip it? Oh no. I don't remember if I signed up for it. I feel like I would have. If I would have gotten told it, which I think I got told a while ago, I just would have instantly did it. But my brain says I don't remember, so I did the first one and I didn't get in. So there's a second one going on now. I would love to get my hands onto that and play it. I can definitely do a whole live stream of that, and if there's more content, I can do more. But easily can do a live stream of that and share it off. But we'll go to, I think I could skip this. And I think we watched the Tekken Talk episode 1. I left it for the end, and I could probably watch that too if there's lots of time. If there needs to be, I think the first one was good because they talked about all the moves and stuff. Was it called Tekken Talk though, or was it? It was called Tekken Talk, and I really enjoyed it because they actually broke down a lot of things. They talked about the heat rush and the heat burst mode and stuff, and that helped out. So there's a Tekken Talk episode 2, also half an hour long, but I enjoyed watching it. So we might, but I want to get to the characters first. So this could be something for the end. So, Claudio returns. Claudio was... I had to fight against a Claudio. Flowers picked quite a few characters. They picked Kazuya, which they didn't stick with Kazuya. I wish they would have. I would have had a hard time with Kazuya. That sweep, that uppercut, the electric god fist to... the wall rising, is it wall rising too? Kazuya's just got some stuff, but Kazuya's got a pretty, how do I word this nicely? Because again, I'm not a Kazuya main, so I don't want to putting him down because I'm not. I think Kazuya's awesome, but Kazuya's got like a very straightforward, honest. Is honest the word I'm looking for? Style? So you got to be honest and very good and technical with him. To fight high level. Again, none of us are high level, so I think a Kazuya can show up and beat me up. Not a high level one, and a high level one would just destroy me. But yeah, like to me, Kazuya would have been fun to fight against. But Flowers dropped Kazuya, dropped Law, and it had Law and Claudio, and eventually dropped Law and Claudio and went with Paul, and kind of kept Claudio like definitely background character and not use in Tekken 7. And me having to deal with Paul, from what I've seen as a main Asuka at the time, Paul is like a much better Asuka. So yeah, having to try to use my Asuka to beat that Paul, I was able to win because of my knowledge and Flowers' lack of, I would say. And then waiting for that moment when I just could not win against Flowers when Flowers got better, to get a character ready for that Paul. And again, I couldn't find any good characters. Brian was one of them that I didn't choose. To find Elisa and make Elisa work my way. Again, I play Elisa my style. Maybe you've been influenced a little bit by another Elisa main out there on YouTube and in tournaments. She's pretty cool, so yeah. I hope you get the reference. Hopefully don't need to say her name. But yeah, I play Elisa like that, my way. I seem to have done very well with Elisa not being as good as my Asuka, but still able to win more with Elisa, because I feel like she's incredibly strong in Tekken 7. Yeah, so anyway, let's move on to Claudio. So from what I've learned, I know Claudio has a glowy hand that does a lot of damage and 50-50 stuff, and Flowers never tapped into that mode, so I had really nothing to fear. And that hop kick is beautiful. And Claudio has a few other things, but again, Flowers never really got into Claudio's, format, Claudio's way of fighting. And again, I fall for it too. My Asuka, I do not play a counter game. I never counter with the back 1+2, and then the 3+2 counter and the other one. I don't do those counters. Sabaki, so if that's what they're called. I don't do any of those with Asuka. And Asuka revolves around 3 of them, and I don't use any of them. So I'm kind of like Flowers with Flowers Claudio with my Asuka, but my Asuka can still very, very much win, and sometimes I can put it around in a couple seconds. If I catch you, you're going to the wall. It's 80 plus damage, which is a half a health bar or more, depending on what I catch you with. And then you're at the wall against my Asuka, to which I do things. And I usually put it around pretty quickly sometimes. Yeah, so I don't know. I want to see what Claudio will do in this one. Do I know him? I know him as well as I know Brian in them. So yeah, I don't know them enough to be like, oh, that's a thingy thing. I won't know. But he was new to Tekken 7, yeah? The Exorcist thing or whatever, and he showed up, and then yeah, I think he was new to Tekken 7, and they bring him in for Tekken 8, which is good.
Get ready for the next battle.
Banisher of Demons. The Exorcist thing. Oh, his eye is all.
Niente di più facile.
Yeah, his eye was fine there.
Luce di Sirio, risplendi al massimo.
Ooh, wait, that was a fancy Final Fantasy X glyph. Ooh, that uppercut. Oh, the forward run. Hey, I know that one's a good one. That's a good move to do. Oh, that beautiful hop kick. There it is. Send him away, and an all set, ready to go. Glowy hand.
Non c'è spazio per I dilettanti.
Yeah, he said that, and I destroyed him. Flowers showed up, and Claudio said that, and I wrecked him with my Asuka. Oh, okay. That's that low. Oh, that's a trip up low, is it? I don't know if the people have all trip ups now. That uppercut looked new. Nice shot. That Russian, awesome uppercut. That's new. That was new as well. Wow. I think Claudio's got a bunch of new stuff. Oh, the arrow. Oh. Arrivederci. Oh, well, because we played a little bit of Assassin's Creed, we got a little bit of Italian stuff going in there. He reminds me a lot of Assassin's Creed, but he's not anything to do with Assassin's Creed. But when he says stuff like that, it just reminds me of those moments. Well, cool. Again, Claudio looks strong. Everyone in Tekken 8 looks strong and fast, and I'm starting to see some trips and stuff. That's something Asuka has zero of. And if you're like, no, she has that quick 3-4. Yeah, if you want to get eaten by every single uppercut in the entire game, you can try to fire off that 3-4 slowest spin trip thing in the entire game, to which you can't like carry people somewhere else, where like a Paul will get a full combo out of it and Kazuya can get a beautiful combo out of it. Yeah. Asuka is missing a nice trip or something that Elisa has, which is movement. Since she's so defensive and she has to get close, if you just turtle Asuka, she could do nothing. I can't break you open like my Elisa can. So Asuka's missing a couple things to make her good, and she, again, Tekken 8, she looks great. So we'll see, because I kind of moved on from Asuka into Elisa. And I know for a fact that Elisa's still not here in Tekken 8, and I'm like, they best bring back Elisa. There's at least me and the one that I watched, who is also Elisa main, who would be upset without Elisa. And she better not be so strong that she's DLC, because that's not cool. So yeah, anyway, enough of me joking, but yeah, who knows. So Raven's back. So we had Master Raven, the one that was teaching Raven everything. He botched this mission, apparently. Let Jin escape, and then she put him to training, and then she shows up in Tekken 8. And they brought back Raven. So cool, right? So I believe they probably both handled equally very well between Tekken 6 and 7. And me watching some Master play as Master Raven was incredible to watch that fight. Was it them going against Knee in it was a 3-on-3 battle? Was it them? It was incredible watching Raven fight again, another amazing looking character. Never could get, I tried that character too, didn't I? I actually did try her on my live stream. I did. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm trying to see if the thing pops up, and it doesn't. So I'm hovered over my tab, and there's a big window that pops up, and I don't think it's showing up on. It's not. Oh, interesting. Cool. Yeah. So again, if you've seen it, it doesn't do anything. It just shows what the tab looks like in another small window, but you don't see it. But yeah, I think these characters look cool. They got a lot of moves in, get behind you. Seeing somebody like cartwheel flip through a character and get behind you, I've seen that being done again in professional settings again, and it was incredible to watch. I think, like Yoshimitsu and a few other characters, are really awesome to watch in somebody's hands. This stage is crazy! Okay.
Witness the results of my training.
Well, that's what you get for failing, so now you're probably even better. What's your title? Shadow Agent, okay. That fits. Ooh, so I think those are the same hand seals from Tekken 5? Oh, that trip, again. Oh, whoa! How do you pull that up? Oh, come on, he was blocking low and you still decided to go low? Are we going through the floor? We are. This stage is kind of cool. Oh, what a beautiful stage. I'm getting distracted by the stage. See how cool this looks? Do you see why these characters look so cool? Ooh. Again, he's attacking with shadow clones. That's kind of neat. Ooh. Again, more shadow clones. Oh, wow. That would look really cool too. So Raven, again, like Lars, had some cool looking stuff, right? Oh, it's like Naruto shadow clones up here. It looks like it just keeps on going. Oh, flying knee. Okay, can you duck that, I wonder? Is that a lightning? Oh, there's a bunch of shadow clones. How many hits is this? I almost want to watch this again. almost want to watch this again. Oh, cool. Yeah, again, they were cool in Tekken 7, and then in Tekken 8, they just stepped it up. 250%, which doesn't even make sense, but man, they stepped up that a lot. Oh, I wish I knew these characters more, but that was incredible to watch. I enjoyed that. That's what the that's when you watch the masters play, it looks like that. It's beautiful. And you were just doing that in normal combat, huh? Interesting. Again, I hope I hope when I get Tekken 8 in my hands as a beginner and I do these moves that it actually happens. Again, I kind of understand the basics. At least learn, like, you know, down forward 2 should usually generate air launch somebody, and almost everybody kind of has that type of air launch. But I wonder what else they were doing. Again, Raven, Yoshimitsu, characters that just look amazing. Harang looks cool as well. Jumpers, there's so many more characters that look cool. I'm just blanking on them right now because, yeah, but I just love watching them fight. And you don't see enough of them, sadly, in tournaments and stuff. It's not, the tournaments seem to just have like that upper bracket. It's Akuma and Fang, and you just don't get to see all the other characters, sadly, because you're there to win, right? So you pick the strong characters for tournament. But yeah, I would love to see more. You're new. Okay. There's a new character now. Let's let the game tell me what her name is, and then we'll call her that. Could this be the Heaven's Army new character? By the way, nobody shows up to my channel and sasses me, so I have to pretend that you do show up and then sass me. But no, I don't play only as girl characters for whatever reason, like how some people only play as girl characters in MMOs and stuff. No, I play as Asuka because she handles exactly how I wanted to handle her. And out of all the characters that I picked, which I've told you all their names and who I've tried, Elisa was the only one at a high enough bracket in the top 10 in that bracket, and worked that I was able to find my own niche with that character and force wins with Elisa. Where Asuka, I had to fight you honestly, or take such big risks that if I was ever blocked, thank goodness Flowers never blocks low, I would be doomed. But yeah, Elisa, I don't have to take those risks, and I could force you open. If you're blocking too much, I will tear open your block with Elisa, because I can. And Asuka's a no-no. Asuka goes, oh, you're blocking? Well, I guess I hope you do something, because I can't do anything. I'm also in the negatives. I'm safe, but I'm in the negatives, and I lost my turn, so yay. So yeah, maybe she could be my new character. I don't know. A new character could mean anything for me. I might find my new favorite character. Right, still going through. I hope Elisa shows up though soon. She almost has the same name as the Final Fantasy VI boss. Is this that llama stage from Tekken 6? Okay, dancer.
Soy la reina del café.
The coffee queen.
Get
Well,
ready for the next battle.
I had the perfect blend.
New
Es hora de
challenger.
entrar. Aquí viene el espectáculo de Azucena.
Azucena. Oh, that was is she taunting? Or is she doing that? Not taunting. Is she doing her parry? She's parrying a lot. Okay, no, I'm gonna say no to this character already. Are you kidding me? The music. Did you just duck? I ducked? What? Oh. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, wait, you're gonna beat up June as well? You're gonna kick June off of a thing? No one? I haven't seen any wall carries yet. The music. I'm liking the music.
El café es la bebida número 1
It's coffee or nothing?
Je te prouverai que le
Is she a
thé
tea? Yeah, I knew it. I knew where they were going with this, with the tea. Okay, so that she slips behind you. If she can slip behind you and get that Tekken behind you stuff, and you can't block any of that, she hops a lot though. So I'm not a fan of hopping characters, and she hops a lot. I love the music though. A punch looks like a high punch, so you can duck that as well, I think. She keeps popping off the screen too. I've noticed this a few times. Hey, there's money. The taste of coffee. Does she flick? She flicked. Hey, nice advertisement. Just that you. There's a YouTuber that should be getting into Tekken 8 after this. Well, I like that. I just love the music. Her style is crazy. That was a lot of. It looked like a lot of Asuka moves where you just do a move and you wait, and hopefully somebody throws a punch. And if they don't, well, you're gonna after you're done, you get eaten. You eat a thing because I don't know how bad you are if you try to counter and everyone just waits and they just wait for you to run out of counter. Yeah. And again, Asuka has to guess the punches or kicks, and I don't do guessing in Tekken, so I don't use a lot of Asuka's moves, and she looks like she had a lot of those as well. But slipping in behind a character? That seems quite dangerous. Asuka doesn't slip behind anybody either. She either just sends you tumbling, depending on what type of punch or kick it is. And the other two, one of them, which is is it a punch or is it a kick? It's a punch. It's the punch one, where she puts your hands down and kicks you. You can kind of combo off of that. And the other one, I think she knocks you down, and then I don't think you could combo off of that. And again, I never do those because they're so risky. You guess wrong, you're eating a full thing. And I don't. Again, I would rather. I want to. I'm like Kazuya. I'm pretty honest and straightforward as well. So Asuka is. A lot of people don't like Asuka because of the stuff that she can do, and I fight as Asuka as honest. So yeah, I'm kind of unique. So glad I found Elisa. Tekken 8 release date and exclusive content reveal trailer. I don't recall them giving a release date. And if they did, we kind of were like, I think we said like a date or something. Let's see what they say. I'm curious now. Let's see where they're going with this. A release date and exclusive content revealed trailer. Okay, this is something to react to, but it's like it's gonna come out sooner than you think. Because I thought it was next year. Yeah, so the father and son duking it out now. But June shows up to mess up everything.
Going somewhere?
Yes!
32 unique fighters. There's very few fighters. So we haven't. So we've. Lars and Harang.
Heihachi Mishima is dead.
Again. I don't think we. Okay. Oh wait, they're showing more people. This is good. Show Elisa, please. Ah, Steve. Yes. Another good-looking. Steve's another one. Leo. Awesome. Another character I was choosing on playing. Yoshimitsu. Yeah. Another good. Again, a lot of good-looking characters if you watch them play. Where is Elisa? New single-player mode. Arcade quest. Okay, you can customize your character, run around and pretend that you're single player? Of course you gotta dress up.
What's done is done.
Cat ears, the eye patch again. Yay, the doggy. Are you surfing? Yeah. Okay, so these are the things that we've seen before where they fall over. Yeah, punching that brick wall, woo! Is she gonna be messing with Leo? Poor Leo gets to get messed up with a bunch of people like that fish that turns into a rocket. Right. So what's going on here? I want to play this game! How dare you! Send me the thing. I can live stream this. That looked good. When? I thought they said January the 26th, 2024. That's sooner than what we said, right? Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate. Pre-order begins. You can pre-order anytime, apparently. What is this? What's scary is that I don't think Alisa's here. Mokujin? I'm close. It's Moku something. There's a lot going on here. This is the premium collector's edition, the huge box thing. Okay. I don't see Alisa Bashkanovich, so the new character that I'm thinking I'm more main now than Asuka is not in Tekken 8. And I even before when I didn't was just Asuka main only, I'm like, I'm not playing Tekken 8 if Asuka's not there. Right? That's what I said. And then I slowly drifted away from Asuka and became an Alisa. And then Asuka's here and there's no Alisa on Tekken 8. So now I'm just like, oh. So yeah, interesting. All right, that's sooner than it looks. So put 32 characters. Did I have my stuff written down? Because I feel like the Tekkens had way more than 32 characters. Or was it Street Fighter? No, I feel like I've gone through when I said how many characters is in this game, and then they kept giving more and more and more and more. Tekken Tag Tournament had so many, and it was awesome. I love the Tekken Tag Tournaments. And then I feel like Tekken 7 had a very few characters as well. And I'm not too sure if 32 might be even smaller than Tekken 7. I don't remember the numbers now. And we're at the top with Fang. Okay, cool. So Fang, this was another one of the ones that I was going to choose because Fang is top for tournament. I see people use Fang a lot. Very strong in a tournament professional settings. Again, I am not there. So when I played as Fang and I was doing this back step thing, forward step stance thingy, and I'm just like, you are not doing what I want you to do. When I don't know what I'm doing, I at least still want to do something when I hit these buttons. And he doesn't. Again, that's me controlling a character that I don't know. When I hit forward 2, I want it to be a punch or something. And when I do something with Leo, I remember constantly going into a stance, and I'm like, oh, that's a move that I do a lot with Asuka and Alisa. And I think this is a stance for him, and I'm like, I don't want to be popping into any stances. That's just throwing me off. And Fang has 2 of them as well. And again, in the hands of a master, Fang very, 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 very strong. And I couldn't make him handle the way I wanted to. So yeah, again, these were all my stances as a beginner playing these characters and just going with how do they feel first. If they feel great, let's try some of the wall carries, and everybody else dropped off the list. Only Alisa was the only one that I'm like, I don't think I want to have a character that sidesteps and creates whiffs, because that's not my style. But Alisa could do a wall combo. I could do all of her wall combos. It was strange. And then I just was like, okay, what else can you do? Let's watch somebody. And then I watched somebody who was a main. She did a great job showing me all the moves, and I'm like, oh, I can make this work. So I did. But yeah, so let's see how Fang goes. In tournaments, I've seen a lot of that back facing, do your 2 elbows out and hit them. There was a long range, was it a long range, like a punch uppercut thing? Well, you know what? Let's just go into it, and maybe I can see some of it and be like, ah, yeah, that's it right there. Because to me, Asuka added a lot of moves. Asuka has a lot of new moves, and they're starting to jump as well. And I'm like, I don't want Asuka to be jumping around. That's Asuka already struggled before with nothing, and now she's starting to jump in the air. Oh boy!
Ready for the next battle.
So let's see what you got, Fang. God Fist, okay, which he got the scrolls before. Okay, yeah. Knee. Oh, there you go. You see that little back step into a thing? There it is. There's the back with the elbows down. I already called it. Okay, so block low. Okay, that splits. Yes, there's the uppercut. Oh, he parried twice. Are you kidding me? The shoulder at the wall. Okay.
Looks like you're stronger than before.
Oh, do these two have a history now? Time for vengeance. Why are you so angry at him? Elbow. He elbowed that. Armored. Okay, the rising up kick. I actually seen a lot of these moves maybe because I watched maybe I watched people play Fang more than I watched anybody else. That sent him flying. That backstep quick punch. Wow. Okay. He caught him up in the air for another 2 more hits after. Heat rush, whirl, and then punch, send them away. This is his move, uppercut. Ooh, uppercut. That looked mid as well. That looked middle. Living is your fate. What kind of uppercut light power show is that? Okay. So, wow. To me, he handled very much like Tekken 8, from what I've only observed other people playing. Closed beta test. Is that new one that's happening? Yeah, I don't think I got it either way. I think, or was that I don't remember which ones it is now. So he handled very much like what I've seen in Tekken 7. Nothing new and crazy that I didn't know before. Again, I probably missed a few things. But still looks equally strong from Tekken 7 to this one as well. Ooh, interesting. So those who liked Fang look like they still got a similar character. For me, I'm like, wow, that's a new kick, Asuka. What are you doing? So yeah, interesting. Neat. I'm glad I looked through these. Again, one of the things the reason why I'm doing this is because there is no Elisa here on this list. And they're saying there's 38 characters. We haven't seen all 38. But I didn't see Elisa anywheres, and I'm just like, that is so not good for me. But yeah, I hope that got you a little bit more pumped for Tekken 8. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It would be interesting how much they've changed through Tekken 7 to 8, if it's going to be a whole new learning curve or not. Again, I know a lot of newer fighting games. Not that I'm a veteran from old fighting games, because I'm definitely not, but I'm noticing that there's a lot of assist modes going on now, where you don't even need to know how to play a fighting game. Did I say didn't? I don't know what I said. Who cares? You don't even need to know how to play, and you could turn on this assist mode and be able to utterly annihilate everything with the buttons that show up. And I think it's a good thing to get people introduced to the game. But I'm wondering how many people are just going to keep that mode on. Because for Tekken 7, I think that existed in the story mode, right? And I even tried it, and I still lost, but I even tried assist mode. I'm like, no, I don't want to hit 3 squares and then I just do a 10-hit combo. That's wild and crazy. I didn't learn anything from that. I didn't learn anything from it. And then when I popped out and I sat in that training mode for hundreds of hours, and I'm like, this is how you do these things, and this is the timing for this, and stop button mashing here, because you button mash 2, 1, 1 plus 2 so quick that only 1 plus 2 comes out. That's how fast you're punching these moves in. So slow it down, like there's no rush. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I'm starting to see more of this assist mode, and again, I think Mal said that they played the new Street Fighter one, and the assist mode, they could just do things that they could never dream of doing, they said. And they play a lot of fighting games, way more than me. So I'm just taking it on their account as well, what I hear from them. So who knows? To me, Tekken 8 looks way faster, way more aggressive. Can you actually beat Tekken 8 by just turtling again, or have they removed turtlers from the game? Is it actually not that crazily different than Tekken 7 and we could still play it like normal? Hard to say. Again, I truly cannot answer that until I get my hands on that game. But yeah, it looks good. So if I want, I can watch this Tekken Talk episode and I'll be right at the end. Or I should stop it here and leave that Tekken Talk episode too for other times. I don't know, because if they're going to talk about more stuff that I would want to learn about, that would be great. Or I could just leave it as is, and we have... I almost got an hour out of this. Wow, that's incredible. I only did one video, and I watched... It was one for Nina. Oh, it was called the New Gameplay Mechanics Introduction. It was not Tekken Talk. I am so glad we did not watch Tekken Talk episode 2, because we didn't. We watched the New Gameplay Mechanics Introduction. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I counted that one, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the half an hour video. And I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that took almost an hour. Interesting. So cool. I don't think we've watched Tekken Talk. We didn't. We watched the other thing. My bad. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do it. So let's not watch Tekken Talk, because I got episode 1, which we didn't watch, and episode 2, and that's going to be a whole nother hour, and then I'm going to be incredibly late. So let's not do that. Wow. What I should say is that everyone does look strong. Since I didn't play Tekken 7 when it first came out, was everyone incredibly strong in Tekken 7 as well, and then they had to start nerfing a lot of people, and certain people had to get nerfed a lot, like Devil Jin and them. They had to be nerfed because they were just way too strong. And I'm assuming that's going to happen in Tekken 8 as well. Or like this, everyone is like this strong and this good looking now in this game, and you can play as anybody now. Who knows? I don't know. But even the characters that I don't know, Nina, King looks like the strongest one in this game to me, because I can't handle grabs, and he's just doing 30 grabs now instead of 20. Even Jack looks super powerful in this game. So yeah, like the characters that I would just be like, I mean, I think I dread fighting King. If I ever had to fight King for real, I have to learn what he can do, or I'm just gonna get grabbed once and die, because I don't know what button to press. And they're like, oh, when his right hand comes out, hit 2, and it's just like, what do you mean his right hand? When I get grabbed, I have no idea what hand's coming out. What are you talking about? So yeah, right, whatever. I'm doomed if I get grabbed. Still not to that point yet, but to me, everyone looks incredibly strong. If I were to play, I have my Asuka, but June used to be the Asuka. June was first. And then June apparently dies. She didn't. Clearly she's alive, but they made it look, and then Asuka appears, and then Asuka handled to me better than June. I think June had something that was nice, but then Asuka said a few moves that I just didn't like. And Tekken, was it Tekken 6 or 5 that just she did have stuff, and then she got better. And then Tekken 7 they fixed the other moves that I didn't like. But then all of these other characters had like trips. Yeah, definitely the trips that Asuka didn't have, or the movement that Asuka didn't have. Stuff to open up characters. Asuka didn't have movement or an open up moves. So yeah, but I don't know. It almost seems like everyone has like a trip move now, and everyone has, like, I wouldn't say, I keep calling it counter, but it's when you do a move, and if you throw a punch or a kick, it's you just get hurt. And I think the word is sabaki, but that's not a normal word I would want to use. I want to use counter. Not a counter hit where I hit you when you think you're about to do something. Not a counter hit, a counter. And almost like it looks like a lot of people's got that in this game, and I don't know. Did Asuka do any of that in her video? And the new girl had a lot of those Sabaki counter stuff, so yeah, I don't know. To me, everyone seems strong. The combat looks very good to watch. I'm assuming that's what they were aiming for. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who watched the Tekken 7 tournament and went, okay, this is kind of slow, and I know what they're doing is incredible, but when I'm watching this, it's pretty slow. And I've watched a few tournaments that did the whole 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It went all the way down to the whoever had the most health at when the time ran out wins. And there was a few battles like that, and I'm assuming they're trying to break out of that. Whether it's good or bad, only time will tell. I have not watched anybody play Tekken 8 gameplay because I would have liked to have that chance. So yeah, and I didn't watch anybody. But from what I see here, and the notifications I get from, I think it's PlayStation as well that gives me notifications of these characters. No Elisa appeared yet, and there's quite a few other characters that are missing from Tekken 7, so who knows? Again, I am not in the universe of Tekken. I'm not there when people are like, my character's not there, raw. I'm not there. So yeah, interesting. Here's hoping. We still got quite a bit of time before the game comes out. They said there's already 32 characters. There's 19 characters that we've watched. I think they showed a few more in the video, right? So, yeah, but whew. Here's hoping they're not all locked behind some paywall or something. And here's hoping they kind of do it like Street Fighter, but I don't want to spend 2 years to unlock one character. Or I don't know how long it was. Was it 4 years to unlock one character? I don't want to play a fighting game that long to unlock one character. Yeah, that's too much. So Street Fighter 5, I dropped that game pretty quickly, even though there is a chance I could unlock them. No. And I need to get way better at 2D fighting to keep playing Street Fighter stuff. So yeah, no. Tekken for me, 3D fighting is what I've enjoyed. What I found that I enjoy more. So yeah, I'll be sticking with Tekken and any other fighting games that are 3D that handles well. Yeah. Cool. I think that should be it. Yeah, I think this is good enough for an extra little bonus episode tonight. And something I had in the back of mind to maybe do, but I was kind of waiting for another character to appear, and she hasn't. But you know what? I got it done. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoy. I hope this helps get you hyped. Not to forget that Tekken 8 is on its way, and hopefully you're not like me and almost stopped playing Tekken 7. I want to kind of get back into it, but yeah, time. But we'll see, because maybe I need to keep playing as Asuka now, because Asuka's at least in Tekken 8, and I could get warmed up with her again. And be prepared for Tekken 8 stuff. Yeah, either way, I cannot think of anything else I wish to say for this. Yeah, I think I said it all already. Looks good, looks flashy, everyone looks strong. Yeah, I think I think when they said that they're changing the game from the ground up and everything, I'm like, oh boy, what are they doing? What are they going to change? But I don't know. It still seems like the Tekken, the frame stuff is still there, the moves are still there. You do a silly slow kick and that gets blocked, you're probably going to get launched based upon the character. Does Asuka even have a ducking low punish launch? I think she has a Wild Rising 3, but I don't think I've ever hit anybody with something like that. Crazy. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. So thanks, Heavenlies, for showing up and watching. And seriously, if you like what I'm doing, please hit those buttons. You know what to do by now. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.